Well, hello and welcome to Bryant Stratton College. This is COM 104, and my name is Brian Ewing. I'll be your instructor for this course, and I'm looking forward to what we have coming up in the next 8 weeks or so. I hope you're as excited as I am. Let me take a moment right now and give you kind of a general overview about the course. So the purpose and design of COM 104 is to help prepare all of us for our degree program, and it's to give us tools that we can use in any class that we take. So COM 104 doesn't function as a class unto itself, but rather as sort of a foundation that we can use for all of our other classes. In this course, we're going to be discussing things like time management, stress management. You're going to go and do a time log where you're going to actually log your time throughout the course of 2 days so you can see in front of you and on paper how you use your time. It's really important to do that. We have to remember that as we engage in something new, especially something that is as big and time consuming as going back to school, that we may need to reduce some things in other areas of our lives. If you imagine your life as a plate, right, and your plate is already full, if you add something significant to that plate, something else is going to need to fall off of the plate. And so, but we want to make sure that we're creating balance in our lives. It's not just about school or just about work or just about us having an enjoyable time. All of those things are important, but we want to make sure that we have a balance of those things. In this course, I'm doing something a little bit different, which is I'm allowing you guys to have access to my personal cell phone number. And I do that because I want you to use the number. You can email me. You can get a hold of me through the Ask Your Instructor tab that's on the left-hand side of Blackboard, but you can text or call me as well. And actually, those would be better ways of getting a hold of me because it's a lot quicker. It saves time on your end and on my end. And let me give you a for instance. If you email me with a question, I may email you back 4 or 5 hours later. I'm asking you to clarify the question. You then email me back the next morning because you didn't get it that evening, and then I say, okay, cool, this is what the answer to your question is. And I email you back, and that process can take between 12 and 24 hours. If you call me or text me, we can solve that problem within the first 5 to 10 minutes. And so it saves both of us time. And when time drags on like that, what I've found is, number one, our time management kind of goes down the tube. And number two, as a student, you get stressed out. And I want to make sure that that's not what this course is. That this course isn't something that ruins your time management or stresses you out. So this week, you're going to have an introduction. Make sure that you create your own thread in the discussion board where you introduce yourself and that you reply to 3 different students. Each week, the discussion is going to be very important, and there are definitely specific things that we need to do during the context of a discussion each week. Number one is we need to have an initial original post that's ours that we create a new thread on. So you're going to be writing a post each week that will be given to you in Blackboard. So you'll be responding to whatever that prompt is. Number two, you need to reply in a meaningful way to 3 different students. Now remember, if I ask a question and you reply to me, I'm not a student, so that reply does not count toward your 3 student objective. So replying to 3 students during the week in a meaningful way, which means saying, hey, I completely agree with what you said, or I loved your answer. Those really aren't meaningful replies. This whole process of replying to someone is to be able to have conversation and dialogue, thus the discussion. The third thing that you guys need to make sure that you do is you don't do all of this in one day. You need to be involved in the discussion 3 different days during the week. And the week starts on Sunday at 12 a.m. and ends on Saturday at 11:59 p.m. So if you have any questions about any of this stuff, make sure that you get a hold of me. I am available to you, and I look forward to hearing from you in week 1.